Hey everyone, it's Rob from the Yama-Kan dojo, and welcome to today's lesson. If this is your first time joining us, I want you to know we have an entire catalog of lessons that I'll post a link to at the end of this video. But otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get started with today's class. Now, I trust most of y'all are already warming up with the body roll. Good job. If you're not, you can check it out right here and come back when you're done. And from there, we have to move on to our cardio warm-up. And I gotta warn you guys, today's warm-up is not a nice one. Let's get something out of the way right away. If you're asked to do a burpee, don't ask if you have to do a push-up with it. Every burpee in the world includes a push-up. What I mean by that is if I'm right here and I do a burpee, I'm gonna go to the ground, push up, and jump back to my feet. It's one movement, your chest to the ground and then back up. The only reason to not do a push-up if you're doing a burpee is because you're actually doing a sprawl. That's why they have two different names. So, burpee, boom, sprawl, right there. So now never ask again, do I have to do a push-up with my burpee? That out of the way, let's get started with today's warm-up. Today, you're gonna be doing a 1-5-1 of a burpee, push-up, tuck jump, which is a very long, complicated name. If you've got a better one, drop it in the comments and we'll switch to that. Otherwise, burpee, push-up, tuck jump. What that looks like is I'm right here, I drop to the ground with my burpee, do my push-up, and jump in the air with my knees like that. What makes it a burpee push-up is that the 1-5-1 is gonna be counting push-ups. So I just did 1 rep of that. 2 reps looks like this. I hit the ground, 2 push-ups, 1, 2, and then up. And then 3, I drop to the ground, 3 push-ups, and then 1 jump. So we're counting the push-ups. So you're gonna do a 1-5-1 of burpee, push-up, tuck jumps. I'm gonna do it with you, so let's see what we got. And let's get started. 1, drop, push-up, jump. Good, that's 1, 2, drop, 1, 2, jump. 3, drop, 1, 2, 3, jump. 4, drop, 1, 2, 3, 4, jump. And drop 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. Awesome. Like I said, we're doing a 1-5-1, which means now we're going back down. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and jump. 3, 1, 2, 3, and jump. 2, 1, 2, jump. Last one, and 1. Nice. 1-5-1, burpee, push-up, tuck jump. I want you to rest a little bit and do that one more time. I'll see you when you get it done. What'd I tell you guys? That warm-up wasn't easy and it wasn't nice. But the good news is it is done. And now we're gonna transition to our kicks. Every single one of our kicks today is gonna originate from the roundhouse kick. In this case, we're gonna be doing a roundhouse kick to a rear leg side kick. So from my fighting stance, I'm gonna throw my rear leg roundhouse kick like this right there, put it in front so I land in a right forward stance. Then I'm gonna throw my left side kick right to there. So I'm going right to left or left to right depending on the stance you're comfortable in. From this side, rear leg roundhouse kick, put it down, switch to the side kick right there. One more time, boom, boom. I'm working on pivoting my hips as fast as possible. It is a big movement to pivot your hips that far. You should feel like you're taking a long time. As you practice it though, you'll feel that it's going faster. So again, I'll be right here, roundhouse kick, pivot, opposite side kick. So, I want you to give me 20 reps of those. Start out nice and slowly and build up the speed over time. Roundhouse kick to opposite side kick. Kick number 2 is gonna be roundhouse kick to side kick, which you're probably saying sounds pretty familiar, but check out the difference. I'm here in my fighting stance, I'm gonna go roundhouse kick, put it down, side kick. Did you catch it? I did 2 kicks on the same side. So again, it's gonna be right here. Roundhouse kick, side kick. If your problem with the first combination was that it took you too long to transition from the roundhouse kick to the opposite side kick, you'll find that that problem is alleviated with this combination. Because now all you're doing is throwing that roundhouse kick, putting it down, and shooting straight into that side kick. So you're only limited by how fast can your posting foot move. How fast can you go from here to there? And it's only moving about 2 inches, so it shouldn't take you that long at all. My feet are gonna meet in the middle. I go roundhouse kick, put it down, rear foot touches the lead foot, throw that side kick out. One more time. Roundhouse, put it down, foot to foot, boom. Just like last time, I want another 20 reps. 10 mechanically, 10 with speed and power, and then let's move on. All right, I got a new one for you. It's gonna be roundhouse kick to outside crescent kick. Crescent kick is a new one for you, so let's break that one down. I'm right here with my knee up, and I'm gonna flex my foot up and out in an arc like this. Boom, right to there. So it's just right here, up and out. Knee up and out. Knee up and out. It depends on my hip being strong enough to flex aggressively outwards and me having the mobility in my knee to flick from there. I'm not trying to hit someone over here. My foot isn't coming all the way out here. You're right in front of me. I'm trying to hit you here, which means my foot doesn't need to move that much. So, putting it together in a combination, we fake that roundhouse kick, return immediately with that crescent kick. Again. So I'm actually going to shortchange my roundhouse kick. Instead of coming right here and letting it carry my weight all the way over, I'm going to stop about halfway through, right to there. At that point, I'm going to transition into the crescent kick. So I'm right here, fake it, boom, right to there. Now it takes a lot of balance to come from right here and in the air, transition to that crescent kick. So if you need to, you can throw a full roundhouse kick, put it down, come heel to heel, and then throw the crescent kick. That's completely fine. I'm going to leave it up to you. So you're going to give me another 20 kicks. You're going to go fake the low kick to outside crescent kick. Go as slowly or as quickly as is comfortable for you. Low kick to outside crescent kick. Let's have fun. Those were our kicking combinations. The first two are pretty simple, and the third one introduced you to the crescent kick. The crescent kick isn't something we practice all the time, but there is a time and a place for it. And that time was now, and that place was here. But now let's transition to our punches. Our first combination is going to be really simple. It's only going to be 3 punches. It's going to be right here. We're going to go jab, body hook, reload, head hook. From the side, I throw my jab out there. I pivot like I'm going to throw a cross, but I dip down and throw that hook to the body right there. I bring my hips back to reload and throw that big hook to the head right there. So up to speed it goes. Again. Once again with these hooks, I'm not punching all the way across there, punching all the way across there. I'm imagining there's a body about this wide, hitting him in the face, there in the gut, there in the head. So we're right here. Jab, body hook, head hook. Those of you paying attention at home may have noticed I put down a couple pieces of tape. There's nothing wrong with my floor. This is on purpose. Because I want us to focus on 2 things with today's lesson. I want us to be thinking about X marks the spot and intelligent disengagement. I throw my combination right here. Boom, boom. And I'm done, so I just kind of straighten out and relax, right? Wrong. Because if I had a partner that I'd be practicing with, it would be my partner's job to make sure that I'm paying attention. So I finish my combination. I don't want to drop my hands like that there. If I do, an intelligent partner will tap you on the head just like that. So intelligent disengagement means I finish off my combination and then I move myself offline. From there I throw it again, boom, boom, and I move offline. So for our purposes, here's what our intelligent disengagement is going to look like. We throw our combination, boom, boom, step to the side, pivot, right to there. Again, throw the combination, boom, lead foot steps out to the side, rear foot pivots just like that there. That leads us right into X marks the spot. I used a couple pieces of painter's tape. You can use some t-shirts, some markers, whatever you have to make an X. Right here you're facing eye to eye with your opponent right there. Boom, boom, and I want you to disengage, so now you've taken an angle on them. That's true for all of our combinations from now on. If you want to, you can even throw more strikes while you disengage. You're right here, you go jab, body hook, head hook, boom, 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 bing, right to there. So as you move, you can throw more strikes. So if you've forgotten the combinations right here, jab, body hook, reload, head hook. 20 total times, just like with the kicks. But this time I want you to bear in mind X marks the spot and intelligent disengagement. Have fun. Moving right along, we have our second punching combination, uppercut, cross to cut elbow. So I'm right here in my fighting stance, I go uppercut, cross, elbow. One more time, uppercut, reload, cross, elbow. You'll notice I'm walking on this. That's because if this lands, probably my opponent's going to back up, which is fine because I'm chasing him with that there and then I'm finishing him off with that there. So think of yourself like a train. You're just bearing down on your opponent. So we're right here, we go uppercut, cross, elbow, disengage, uppercut, cross, elbow. I really do have to travel on that elbow because if I can get full extension on this cross right here, that means this elbow won't land right here. So I have to come here, boom, take another step for that to land. Remember, be mindful of your opponent, which in this case is an X on the floor. So if you need to start a little bit farther away, start a little bit farther away, but disengage, move to the side. So another 20 reps. Uppercut, cross, elbow. Enjoy. Last punching combination we're going to do. It's going to be a jab, cross, step cross, lead uppercut, hook. Which sounds like a lot, but bear with me. We're right here, we're going to go jab, pivot to that cross, rear foot's going to step forward and throw the opposite hand, boom, right there. Now I'm going to come heel to heel, throw that lead uppercut, step out again, hook right there. So a little bit faster it goes, jab, cross, step cross, uppercut, hook, disengage. From this side it goes jab, cross, step, up, hook. I'm ending up in my right forward stance, my southpaw stance. Just like earlier, we're going to be mowing down our opponent, but we're adding the extra element of switching stances, which makes it that much harder to be dealt with. So once again, it goes jab, cross. From the orthodox stance, you're going to step forward into southpaw, and then you're going to finish the combination there. Now, to disengage, you have two options. You can stay in the right forward stance right here. You throw your hook, and then you just pivot off like that. If you want to stay in the southpaw stance, that's fine. If you don't want to stay in the southpaw stance, you're right here, you've thrown your hook. Now what you're going to do is take your lead leg, pull it back, and now you're back in your left forward stance. So again, I go right here, step cross, up, hook. I either stay with the right in front, or up, hook, I pull back into the left in front. What I don't want to do is cross the line of my opponent. We're going to call this the danger zone. I throw my combination right here, boom, boom, bing, but I don't want to stay in my right forward stance. So the natural instinct is to step my left foot back across here like this. But I just stepped across the danger zone. As soon as I land here, he sees that I'm back in front of him, boom, punched me right there in the face. So I throw this combination here. Instead of getting back into the area where he can hit me, I'm pulling away and around him. So we're not going to peel off back into the danger zone. We're going to be right here, boom, bing, step off with the right, pivot around this way, or we're right here, step back into the left, but away into the safe zone. So you've got 20 reps, jab cross, step cross, lead uppercut, hook. I'll let you decide. Do you want to hang out in the left stance or the right forward stance? Whichever's good for you. Have fun. So that X marks the spot and intelligent disengagement adds a brand new layer to your training. It's pretty easy to just shadow box facing any which way, but when you establish where your imaginary opponent is, suddenly there's a brand new game you're playing. And when you don't have a partner to practice with, being able to accurately imagine what a partner or opponent would be doing becomes paramount. That's how you show development as a martial artist, adding one more layer of difficulty to your training. With that in mind, it's time to transition to our combination set. So today's combination set is going to start with us breaking down some traditional karate techniques, starting with the low block. So the low block, as I learned it, you're right here in your fighting stance, lead arm comes up, drops down across your body as the opposite hand chambers to your ribs like this. Same thing with the rear hand, comes up and across, drops down there like that. Boom, that's your low block. And you wouldn't be remiss for thinking, oh, you're stopping someone from punching you in the stomach or kicking you in the stomach. That's a fair thing to think. But if you've ever been in a sparring or fight situation, you'll notice that it's easier to just defend your stomach with your elbows than it is to drop your hands. Because if your opponent sees that you drop your hands as a habit, they're likely to fake a strike to the stomach to come up to the face. And the low block wasn't designed to be a defense for a stomach punch. It's actually designed to be used at a much closer range. The idea is, as you can see, your opponent's grabbing your wrist, and you're striking the forearm as you pull your arm out of their grip. So you're striking and pulling at the same time. So a lot of karate techniques look esoteric when you do them in a long range, but as you put them in a closer, more grappling-focused range, suddenly they make a lot more sense. In this case, what we're going to be doing is we throw that low block there, follow up with the opposite uppercut, then do a cross, then we're going to step forward, throwing the opposite knee. Facing y'all, it's going to be low block, uppercut, cross, step forward, knee. I have to pull this hand back. I can't expect this to be enough. I want to pull this out of the grip, so I'm pivoting my hips with me. It's boom, right to there. From there, I'm pivoting back into that uppercut, then into that cross, then into that knee there. So I want you guys to give me 20 reps, and I want you to think about striking a match with your arms. It's not here lackadaisical. You're right here, boom, right to there. That's your low block. 20 reps. Low block, uppercut, cross, knee. Have fun. All right, in the same vein as the low block, we have the X block. So, the X block traditionally is taught like this. You're here in your fighting stance, and you shoot your arms down across like that. Same thing with the other side, boom. That's your X block. And again, you wouldn't be wrong to assume there's a kick coming in, you're stopping it like that there. But again, there's easier ways to deal with a kick using your legs. Why would I put both hands down and leave my face exposed if my legs are right there able to defend me? Because you're not defending from a strike. Again, you're assuming your opponent's grabbing onto your wrist. So in this case, our opponent grabs our wrist, and rather than striking them like we did with the low block, we're actually grabbing them with the opposite hand. So our combination is going to be here. Our opponent grabs us, we throw that X block, and immediately step to the side. It's not here where we stay here and look at him. X block, step to the side. From there, we're going to throw a cross, and then we're going to step forward with the rear leg and throw a ridge hand. This ridge hand can be a strike to the neck, but in this case, what I'm doing is I'm turning it into a grab to pull him into this knee. So again, it's going to be X block, step to the side, cross, ridge hand, knee. If you can do it as a strike and pull him to the knee, even better. Slowly, it's here. X block, step to the side, low block, cross to the face, step forward, ridge hand to get control of the head, pull him into that knee. From the opposite side, X block, step to the side, cross, step forward, ridge hand, knee. Your opponent thinks he's taking control of you, but you're flipping the script and taking control of him. So, 20 reps. X block, step to the side, cross, ridge hand, knee. Have fun. Now the high X block, done like this, yes, can be thought of as defending yourself from an upper body grab, but I actually find it more closely resembles a natural flinch response. What do you do when you see someone swinging at you or something coming at your face? You throw your hands up there like that there, right? The high X block mimics what happens when you're attacked suddenly. You're not planning to get attacked and all of a sudden you just have to react. Talking about self-defense here, you're not always ready to be attacked. Sometimes you just see a punch coming and you have to defend quickly like that. We're going to work at the assumption that a sucker punch is coming at us and we have to defend ourselves quickly. In this case, we're going to be defending ourselves from a jab. So the opponent comes in, they throw their punch, I go X block, move to the side, throw that cross there. From there I step straight into a left knee, put the foot down, post out on the head to maintain contact and control, and then I finish him off with a head kick. So again, it goes X block, step to the side, cross, knee, head kick. Once more it goes X block, step to the side, cross, knee, head kick, and then disengage. But I want you to be quick with that X block. So it's right here, X and step to the side. So even when you're practicing it slowly, don't hang out here. It's X and step immediately. So 20 reps, X block, step to the side, cross, left knee, left head kick. Enjoy. Last combination is going to be another X block defense. Earlier, we were assuming our opponent was throwing a jab at us. Now we're going to defend from a cross. So my opponent punches in, I X block and immediately unload with that hammer fist right there. It's right here. But boom. From there, I pivot into a left hook, then I step forward with an uppercut, then I cross to create space. From there, I'm going to step forward, knee to the ribs, and once again, head kick. A little bit faster, it goes X block, hammer fist, hook, up, cross, knee, head kick, disengage. From the other side, we go X block, hammer fist, hook, uppercut, cross, knee, head kick. So that's two ways to use your X block, either defending from a jab or a cross. It can also be used to defend from hooks, from overhands, from ridge hands. The X block is just mimicking your natural flinch response to a stimuli. So I want you to give me 20 reps. X block, hammer fist, hook, uppercut, cross, knee, and finally, head kick. So that's our combination set. Today we focus on breaking down traditional karate blocks, which is something I'm a big fan of doing. The application of a technique or movement isn't always readily apparent. So when you're solo training, it's the perfect time for you to stop and think about, when would I actually use this? Not just what it immediately looks like I would use it for, but how could it best be utilized? That's the way I like to train. I like to implement the best weapons in the best situation. Anyway, it's time for our bag rounds. If you don't have a heavy bag, skip ahead to this time code where the cooldown starts. But if you do, glove up and get ready. Today's bag work is going to be 6 2-minute rounds separated by 1 minute of rest in between. Rounds 1 through 3 are going to focus on doubles. So what that looks like is you're right here. Let's say you go uppercut, hook, or you can go jab, slip, hook. You can even, if you want to, work on going hook, kick. Either way, the strikes need to come from the same side of your body. Rounds 4 through 6 are going to be doubles, finishing with a power shot. So what that means is you can go jab, slip, hook, kick, or you can go double jab, big cross right to there. At the end of every round, you're going to give me 10 kicks as fast as possible on both legs. So I'm right here getting my work in, and that timer goes off, and before I rest, I have to go 1, 2, 3, up to 10 on that leg, same thing on the other leg. So Rounds 1 through 3, doubles. Rounds 4 through 6, doubles with a power shot. 20 kicks at the end of each round. Have fun. Last thing we have to do today is our cool down. Our cool down is going to be right here. I'm going to take my arm, thread the needle, apply some weight right here. So I'm putting my chest weight on my shoulder right there, stretching my arm. I'm going to hold this position for 30 seconds, and after 30 seconds, I'm going to undo it, reach up to the ceiling, stretch through my chest, and try to reach up to the ceiling with my fingertips. I hold that for 30 seconds, then I rotate my hand here like this, externally rotating my shoulder, and put my hand on my back like that there. What my arm is doing in the back, it's coming here and rotating here. I'm putting my hand flat on my back, not bending my wrist. It's right to here. So I really want to expand and rotate my arm like that there. So I'm going to do it 3 times through on the same side. So one more time here, 30 seconds, here, 30 seconds, here, 30 seconds. So from the other side, I reach through, put the weight on my arm, hold that for 30 seconds, then I reach up, hold that for 30 seconds, rotate, put it on my back. So a 30-second hold in each position, 3 times through on both arms, and then we're done. And that's class, y'all. If you were training alongside me, thank you for your hard work. If you're going to train once the video's over, thank you for the work yet to be done. Remember, the playlist to our entire catalog of lessons will be uploaded at the end of this video alongside our class breakdown. I upload the class breakdown so you guys can write down and memorize today's lesson and train again on your own time. Once again, you guys, I'm Rob from the Yama-Kan Dojo, and I'll see you again next time. Os.